So I looked around to find examples of blissful living in the culture, in what was presented to me in the culture, and I couldn't find it. So then I started to find where other examples of bliss, or a state of being comparable to bliss. And the only things I could find were in mythology or religion. And those were paradise, heaven, nirvana, Eden. They all share the same characteristic of happiness. The one thing they share is, in any of them, in paradise and Eden and it all, there's no want. All your needs are met. So you want for nothing, which is what makes it paradise. Mosquitoes, which is what makes it blissful, or heaven. And in the culture, in American culture, all of those things are in the hereafter. They're not to be experienced here and now. In American culture, in Western civilization, I would say, any kind of happiness, real blissful happiness, is not in culture. In order to have paradise, in order to have a Garden of Eden, in the Bible, when God made Eden, He made it so that Adam and Eve wanted for nothing. Everything was provided for them. They didn't have to work. They didn't have to do anything. They just didn't want. There was no want. And paradise is the same way. Nirvana is the same way. They all share this quality of lack of want. That's the one thing they all have in common. But in American culture, in our culture, want is everything. We live to want. We want to live. If you say to someone, "I don't want anything," then you're considered crazy or something's wrong with you. You have to want something material or anything, but you're continually in a state of want. So I said, well, in order to follow my bliss, if I want to be in a blissful state, then I have to eliminate wants. And wants are totally within my control. What I choose to want or not to want is totally in my control. So I decided to start with the things that I have absolute control over and work my way out from there. The first thing is my body. What I wanted with my body was good health, perfect health if possible. Okay? And once I achieved that, my next step was to create a place where I could be physically comfortable. And once I achieved that, then, so I'm eliminating all the wants in my life to try to get as close to bliss, what is my bliss, as possible. Now, lack of want, not wanting anything.
But I mean, like in terms of visually, like what would that be for you? You like imagine a day, perfect bliss in your life, or?
Yeah, a day of perfect bliss is having no aches or pains, having no physical problems, no health problems. Okay? Spending it in a place where I visually I like, okay, where I'm comfortable physically, I can relax, where I can enjoy nature, because nature is one of the things that I enjoy, where I can spend my time doing what I want rather than working. That would be bliss for me.
So a lot of it, and you talk about want as almost being a controlling factor in society as a limit to freedom, possibly. It's
Want is not a controlling factor in society. Want is society. The culture is based on wanting. That's it. The only way to exist in our culture is to want.